Hello everyone, this is Drew with Welcome to Boardom here at the wonderful game fair of Origins here in Columbus, Ohio. Who do I have the wonderful pleasure of being here with?
Hi everyone, I am Justine, the creator of Pet Domination, Kittens vs. Corgis.
All right, Justine, thank you so much for your time. First question is how has the show been going for you?
The show has been going great. I've been having a wonderful time here in Columbus.
All right, thank you so much. I'm happy to hear that it's going so well. Here I just got a real serious question for you.
Okay, we can do serious.
Okay, that's what I would like to hear. Is it true, in order for someone to play your game, Kittens versus Corgis, they have to own either a kitten or a corgi?
That is a great question, Drew. You do not need to have a kitten or a corgi. You also don't even need to like a kitten or a corgi.
That's wild. Okay, well, see, there we go. So you don't even have to own one. You don't even have to like them in order to play the game. So that was the big thing. So here we are at the show. Here we are in Columbus. My question for you is, what are we showing off here?
So this is Kittens versus Corgis. Do you want me to explain the game?
Well, I'm happy to hear anything that you want to talk about in that regard. You can talk about the game, but I also know there's more stuff than just this that you are showing off. So there is more stuff. So you can either go into detail with that now if you want to, or we can move on to the next one that you are showing off. So you tell me what you want to do.
Well, we'll go over this briefly.
Perfect.
Essentially, the point of Kittens versus Corgis is you're playing as either a kitten or corgi influencer. As influencers, you're trying to be the most popular pet around. So you're going around sabotaging your friends, trying to steal their followers, while also defending your own followers from them, and just trying to dominate social media. So this game has been out for a little over a year, and we are now trying to launch the expansion pack on Kickstarter sometime this year.
All right. Well, fantastic. I'm hoping that it goes well as it's going to be launched. And so we're going to dive in a little bit more about the game because I just have a lot of questions for it. First off, this one is Kittens versus Corgis is your first game, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, fantastic. And what was the inspiration behind it? What made you say, "Hey, let's do kittens, let's do corgis, let's do a pet domination type of game where it's social media and then they are trying to be influencers and they're trying to be just the best." What was that inspiration?
Yeah. So I was actually taking a game design class, and our final project was supposed to be a physical game of some sort. And I was like, what on earth do I make a game about? I looked over at my cat and my corgi, and I was like, well, I am obsessed with you two. So I guess I'll make a game about you somehow. I started thinking a little bit more about their relationship. And so they loved each other a lot. But if you were giving attention to one, the other one would zoom over and be like, hey, give me pets too. So I was like, well, they fight over attention a lot, kind of like social media influencers do. That's how I came up with the idea for the game.
That's fantastic to hear that. And then it was in that game design class, and then the final project of piecing it together. And then so you took it from there, and then after that, you had the game, you had the idea. Hopefully, you did well in the class.
I did. I got an A.
Oh, congrats to that. Now, how long of a time was it from you creating this game and going to the class and using it as a project to let's actually make it into an actual project where we can have this game? What was that?
It was kind of a joke idea that I had at first that I would, turn it into an actual game. I was like, I put so much effort into making it for this class, why not? It took maybe a year afterwards for me to actually get serious about trying to turn it into a real game. And then I think it was about 3 years after that for me to finally get this final product. Yeah, I've been working on the game for about 5.5 years now.
Whoa, okay, that's quite a bit of time to be sitting on a game, but that's awesome that you were able to get it out. So Justine, I do have to ask you, talking about here with the base game, thank you for sharing about that, but with the upcoming expansion, what's the difference that's going to make the game added into with the expansion?
So right now, the base game is for 2 to 5 players. I know there are groups that like to play with more players. So the expansion will be bringing the game up to 8 players. In addition, there are some cute new kitten and corgi influencers that you could play as. And there's also some new cards that are a little bit punchier, make the game just slightly more chaotic.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, making the game more chaotic is what makes it more fun. And so, saying that this game is one of those that is just chaotic and then you add more to it, fantastic. Justine, thank you so much for your time. I think that Kittens vs. Corgis is a just fantastic game, and I'm super excited for the Kickstarter that's about to be coming out as well. I'm excited to be covering some of this later on as soon as I can. With that being said, I do have this final question for you. Where can people find Kittens versus Corgis? Where can we find and know more information about your company, your upcoming products?
Yeah. So you can visit us either at petdomination.com or kittensversuscorgis.com. We're also on social media on TikTok at Kittens versus Corgis and on Instagram also at Kittens versus Corgis. And you can look us up on Kickstarter, which is Pet Domination Kittens versus Corgis.
All right, that's fantastic. Well, Justine, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And so with that, I'm Drew. This is Welcome to Boredom, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video.